Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Trails in the Sky. You know, I was browsing NeoGAF one day, and I came across a thread where someone was asking what's the best way to play Chrono Trigger, and the obvious answer was the DS version because it's the most complete version and the best translated and so on. And then I thought, you know, I really want to play Chrono Trigger. And then I thought, you know what? I have another JRPG I should be playing. It's called Trails in the Sky. So, let's get right to it. We're supposed to be investigating a string of burglaries by the Sky Bandits. Hello. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kuwano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where we might be able to find him? Haha, he's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back pier. Alright, now we got our objective. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you'd like to stay. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I kind of feel bad for my father, though, as he always gets left behind. Kingfisher Inn in Bose and the Maple Leaf Inn in Zeiss are my favorite places to stay. This seems like a cozy location. Is this the lake shore? Okay. No, wait, I'm not supposed to go here. That's just another way in, I guess. Can I take this boat? I can't take this boat. Here's a bunch of piers. Here's a bunch of other boats. Hello? Oh, I can turn the camera. I forgot about that. It's adventure over here. Ah, hello. Man with pole. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Oliver leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness! What the? Who are you kids? And where'd you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you've heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it! Could we get you to fill us in on a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with the master of this lake. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about the time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute, what do you mean by the master of this lake? I'm glad you asked! The master is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Crap, I shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valyria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the royal city. Ha, now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get a hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here? Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Aw, don't tell me anymore! Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts? The guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff. Well, isn't your being sacred attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out because this little... You'd better watch out because this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. A school uniform? It couldn't be. It wasn't one from the Yenis Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well, and looked exactly the same as the one she wears. I see. This whole event just got a whole lot more interesting. It's her! I know that it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail. What, so she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll meet him back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that's off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you young'uns to your work. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So how was this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, Shara explained that they had encountered Josette and Roland. I see. That seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably just get a room, just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. God, my speaking ability is top-notch, as you can tell. Alright. You know, I finished a couple of games, in the time between episodes. Wolfenstein the New Order, and Drakengard 3, which has been on hold for quite some time. Should I talk to her, or actually spend money? Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan. Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I don't want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room. I guess you're right. Well, considering I'll be focusing on the main story, let's go right at it. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? Wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'd be more than happy to do just that, but is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only geezers talk about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you. Sometimes you can be just such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Oh, now I'm all alone as Estelle. That's adorable. I feel so free, liberated from the chain of people. Scheherazade and Olivier are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. Anything above here to explore? Hello. Oh, are you staying here too? Let's enjoy this wonderful place together. Wonder what's for dinner today. I'm so excited I can hardly wait. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. This is a really charming game. I don't know why I don't play it more. Can I set up on this pier? No, I can't. Oh well. It has to be a specific pier. Hey, Joshua. Aren't you going to fish? That pier looks like a nice spot. How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know? Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. Yes, this looks good. Definitely the best spot. Now, let's see about casting a few lines. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. Wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow. Well, I mean, there was that rack on the second floor. I could probably just snag one there, right? Right? Game design? Can I can't take one of these. I have to talk to people. Do you have a fishing pole I could borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! Progressive rod, eh? This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. Where am I going again? There we go, got it. Oh, is there gonna be a fishing minigame like Nier? The fishing minigame from Nier triggers me. Let's see. From this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? I don't know much about fish. I don't know where they, like, conglomerate. So, light or shade or... Probably not near the pier. Because they're scared of people, right? I don't know. Let's try sunlight. Right around here looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishies. Now, what should I do about bait? Use a fly. Where would I get a fly? A lure or live bait? I need, like, fish in order to get live bait, right? I don't know. Let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Sweet! I got a bite! Now this is the critical part. How should I bring it up? I don't think reeling it in all at once is a good idea, because there's bound to be some resistance. Let's be patient. Because patience is a virtue. Alright, let's see what we got. Fantastic. Curse you, holy boots, the victory is yours. Let's see. What should I do now? Don't change. This is a nice way to spend an afternoon. Come on, give me an actual fish. Damn it. Enough fishing for now. We need to get some plot in here. Some character development. Man, it's already starting to get dark. Guess I ended up with a pretty good catch after all. No, you didn't. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. Huh? Oh no, he got kidnapped by the Sky Bandits. Joshua? What's this? The book 100 Days War seems to have been left on the table. Estelle picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. For being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. Guess I'll just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. Can I read the book? I'd like to read the book. Yeah, nice. Outbreak of war. In spring, 1192 of the Septian calendar, a single cannon shot shook the Haken Gate, situated in the northern part of the Liberal Kingdom. This marked the beginning of an invasion later known as the 100 Days War, and the moment in which the raging Golden Stallion assailed the noble White Falcon. During this time, the Haken Gate was little more than a reinforced medieval rampart. It easily succumbed to the round fired by one of the Empire's Rainford company-built orbital tanks, leaving a section of the aged barrier fractured beyond repair. And as the Liberal Kingdom's other defensive walls were hit in succession by a fusillade of cannonballs, they too fell under the explosive impact, and were reduced to a mountain of rubble. At about the same time that the first cannon shot was fired, a single letter from the Erebonian embassy located in the royal city was delivered to Queen Alicia. More specifically, it was a writ containing a declaration of war by the Erebonian Empire upon the Liberal Kingdom. In terms of diplomatic wisdom, the propriety of the declaration was established by being handled prior to the preemptive strike, but in this instance there was hardly a difference in the time between when the two occurred. In short, firing the first shot at the exact moment war was declared in the Liberal Kingdom made it possible for the Erebonian Empire to guise their preemptive strike as one of legitimacy when the first bombshell hit. This could be referred to as a new diplomatic war tactic, though one incapable of being employed without a meticulous level of planning, used in concert with an orbital communication system. After the destruction of the Haken Gate, the Imperial Army began its invasion of Liberl in earnest. Overall, its troop strength was made up of 13 divisional units. This proved to be roughly half of the Empire's entire military force, and was such a massive deployment that it exceeded 3 times that of Liberal's entire Royal Army. Within a month after the first outbreak of war, the Imperial Army had occupied nearly all of the Liberal territory. Only the Gransel region and the Leiston Fortress, situated just off the shore of the Valyria Lake, remained in opposition. So rapidly were these blitz tactics carried out that even the Calvard Republic, an ally of the Liberal Kingdom and longtime rival of the Erebonian Empire, never had the opportunity to dispatch auxiliary forces to aid its partner. Moreover, in the following attempt by the Imperial Army to take direct control over the Zeiss Central Factory and Malga Mine, they instead found themselves on the verge of being forced to surrender to Queen Alicia, who remained entrenched within the royal city. 2 months following the outbreak of war, the battle situation was altered in a way which no one could have previously anticipated. Unbeknownst to the Erebonian army, 3 patrol ships were quietly being developed behind the walls of the Leiston Fortress. Upon completion, they were put under the direction of veteran Commander General Morgan, and a large-scale counterattack was launched. These patrol ships, shielded by armor far superior to the tanks of their Imperial counterparts, and mounted with a substantial amount of high-performance orbital weaponry, had also managed to boost their speed to over 1,800 cells per hour. Using these crafts, an independent mobile force lauded as the elite of the elite, Liberal's forces mounted an attack and quickly recaptured the checkpoints connecting the various regions. And as the strike was underway, they simultaneously launched an amphibious attack from Leiston Fortress, and one by one defeated the remaining isolated Imperial divisions. After just 3 months following the outbreak of war, the larger part of the Imperial Army's remaining divisions finally surrendered. However, as capitulation was at hand, there were indications of a surge of further reinforcements from the Imperial homeland, a move which galvanized other continental nations to follow suit and join the Calvard Republic in supporting Liberal. Together they lambasted the Empire, and a formidable group of allied forces began to materialize. Amidst all the chaos, the Septian Church, in cooperation with the Bracer Guild, called for an armistice, and after approximately 100 days from the start of the war, the hostilities came to an end. In the following year of 1193, in the Arab royal villa on the outskirts of the royal city, a peace treaty was signed by both the Liberal and Erebonian sides. Although no indemnification was made, an official apology was offered up by the imperial government, as they expressed that they had made a grievous error attributed to a tragic incident occurring within their borders. Okay, so this war was started by the Erebonian Empire because of an internal conflict. So why did they feel the need to attack Liberal? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, I didn't pick up chapters. I wonder if I missed those. Oh god. Alright. Well, that was interesting. Now we have some more insight on the history of Liberal. So how did your fishing go? If you happen to catch anything good, I'll cook it up for you as part of the service. Nice. Hey! Nice. So you can hold your liquor, can't you? I think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up! Hold on, Shara. Don't you think you're getting a little ahead of ourselves within this pace? It could interfere with tonight's... What are you whining about now? Come on and drink, you third-rate musician! Or are you saying that you can't keep up with me? Yikes! Estelle, don't just sit there and watch. Do something. Sorry, bud. Once she gets started, there's no stopping her. But you don't have to worry. Shara never gets plastered. Shouldn't you be worried about me? Oh god, these characters. This is wonderful. What if Joshua went back to the room? Joshua did not go back to the room. There is nobody in sight, apparently. Hello? Is he on the pier? Oh. Looks like I headed in the right direction. Oh, he's feeling self-reflective, I guess. Hey there, laddie! What are you doing whittling away at the evening in a place like this? Ha, not much. How about yourself? Are you done fishing, or are you heading back into battle? No, I've already had my fill. It sure has been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. Estelle held out the book she found on the table. You said you were going to read, but you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Oh, that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a little bit tired, so I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? I can tell that's what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. You always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. And while I may not be as reliable as Dad, I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. It's times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, Joshua, but sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Now that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, right. And in return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? As you wish. Is the whereabouts of light good for you? Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. Oh, that's adorable. I wonder why it is that when I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. So you're still not going to ask? About my past, I mean. We promised, remember? You were going to tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah. It has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long and not have a million questions? That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why'd you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, you're family now, Joshua. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. You love books, you're a weapons geek, and you've got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. You're kind and fair, but you've always got a way of not letting others inside by using politeness like a shield. Now wait a minute. And you're caring, and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But it doesn't mean that he and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us has more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kinds of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. You make it nearly impossible to argue with you. You know that? It's been like that since the first time we met. And he gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded, I might add. Did I really do that? Yeah, injured and all. More than once. I am sure it was just a bit of childish play. Blame Dad for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyway, Estelle. What? Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything, but let's resolve this with our own hands. Sure. That's exactly what I intend to do. How about we head back to the inn? I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea. I'm starving. We need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Ho! That's what I'm talking about. That was a fantastic moment. That was beautiful. That was excellent. I love this game. I don't know why. Josh was still dead, by the way. I have to revive him. I should probably like rest up at the end before I talk to anyone so I can like recover his health. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. That was The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I apologize for my incompetence in vocal delivery. Trails in the Sky is available on Steam for $20. The second chapter is also available on Steam for $30. And the third chapter is most likely coming to Steam as well, so be on the lookout for that. If you enjoy JRPGs, if you enjoy a nice story, some very well written, well thought out characters. Please pick this up. Please give this a look at least. It's fantastic. I love it. And I'm making my way through it very slowly but surely. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo.